This single AI update could create a new wave of millionaires, and most people have no idea. Let me break it all down for you right now. Yesterday, on April 25th, 2026, Google's parent company Alphabet officially announced a staggering $40 billion investment into Anthropic. This is the single largest investment in an AI startup to date. Now remember, Anthropic is the creator of the Claude models, and they were founded by former OpenAI executives. This deal involves $10 billion in immediate cash, valuing Anthropic at $350 billion, with another $30 billion tied to future performance milestones. This happened right alongside the general release of Claude Opus 4.7, a model specifically designed to handle the hardest coding and engineering tasks that used to require constant human supervision. Here is why this matters. We are witnessing a massive shift from chatbots to agentic AI. Google isn't just buying a seat at the table. They are trying to corner the market on the infrastructure that powers these agents. Claude Opus 4.7 is a massive leap over the previous 4.6 version, particularly in vision and complex reasoning. But the real kicker is that it is the first model released with what they call Project Glasswing safeguards. These are built-in systems that can detect and block high-risk cybersecurity requests in real time. Compared to OpenAI's GPT-6, which many find is becoming more of a generalist, Anthropic is doubling down on being the elite tool for engineers and developers. Google's investment also includes 5 gigawatts of computing capacity. To put that in perspective, that is enough energy to power over 3 million homes, all just to run these AI models. From a business and financial standpoint, this is a seismic event for AI stocks. Alphabet shares are reacting strongly because this investment makes Google less dependent on Nvidia's expensive chips. Google is using its own 8th generation TPUs, or tensor processing units, to power Anthropic's growth. This puts massive pressure on Microsoft and Amazon, who are now in a multi-$100 billion arms race for compute capacity. For the average person, this creates a huge opportunity in AI automation and the AI side hustle space. If you can master using these agentic tools like Claude Opus 4.7 to build software or manage complex workflows, you are essentially a one-person tech company. However, traditional IT services are feeling the heat. Major firms are already reporting that AI is causing a 2 to 3% annual revenue deflation in legacy services, because tasks that used to take a team of 5 now take one person with a powerful AI agent. This affects a regular person in the United States more than you might think. Imagine a small business owner in Ohio who can now use an AI agent to handle their entire inventory management, customer service, and digital marketing for a fraction of the cost of a full-time hire. In healthcare, these models are now being used to analyze high-resolution medical images with better accuracy than ever before, leading to faster diagnoses. And for freelancers, the bar has been raised. You aren't just a writer or a coder anymore, you are an AI orchestrator. A real-world example is a startup that recently used Claude's new coding capabilities to build a fully functional mobile app in a single weekend, a project that previously would have cost $50,000 and taken 3 months. Now I am curious, do you think Google's $40 billion bet is a genius move to beat Microsoft, or is the AI bubble getting too big to handle? Drop your take in the comments. I actually read every single one. And if you are finding this valuable, you know what to do. That subscribe button is right there, and it genuinely helps this channel keep bringing you these updates for free. Looking ahead, the next 6 months will be defined by the transition to invisible AI. We predict that by the end of 2026, over 80% of enterprise software will have these agentic capabilities baked in by default. In the next year, expect to see the first major IPOs from companies like Anthropic and OpenAI, which could be the biggest market events of the decade. 5 years from now, the idea of writing code or manually managing a database will feel as outdated as using a typewriter. Here's what you should do right now to stay ahead. First, start using Claude Opus 4.7 for your most complex tasks to understand the limits of agentic AI. Second, look into Alphabet and other infrastructure plays in your investment portfolio, as the demand for compute is only going up. The era of just talking to AI is over, and the era of AI actually doing the work has begun. This is the moment where the gap between those who use these tools and those who don't becomes an unbridgeable canyon. Make sure you are on the right side of that divide. Stay tuned for our next deep dive into the specific AI stocks that are still undervalued in this $40 billion wake-up call. I will see you in the next one.